Call First Republic at 718-380-0006 and eliminate the middleman.
Yes, absolutely. And online with us, Tony. Tony's our loan officer, as I said, ladies and gentlemen. But online with us, we have a client who was smart to go to First Republic Mortgage Bankers to get some help. And his name is Mr. Brown. Mr. Brown, how are you this afternoon?
I'm fine, thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you for being on with us. And of course, as I just said, you went to First Republic Mortgage Bankers. You use the mortgage doctor, as he's called, Mr. Tony Shafiq.
Yes,
Tell us, Mr. Brown.
Tony Shafiq.
Talk to me about what exactly transpired.
Oh, well, I got myself in some mortgage problem. This wasn't the first time I really dealt with Tony.
Okay.
And I decided to went back to him. I went back to him and tell him my problem, and he told me that he could solve my problem.
He's a doctor. He fixes things. So you went for...
Tony's a doctor. So he fixed my problem, and I'm satisfied now.
Okay. So, Tony, he had a refinance. He had one with you prior, came back a second time, because when a thing is good, you don't go away anywhere else. You come right back. And he came back and had another refinance done.
Well, you see why these things happen, Mona. I love my community. And I have a human feeling and a heart for their financial situation.
Yes.
And whatever I can do humanly possible, I try to educate them first and see what we can save and what we can do. In Mr. Brown's case, by the way, Mr. Brown, how are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you, sir.
It's a pleasure to have you on the radio program, and it's a pleasure
It's a pleasure.
to have you discussing your success story with all our lovely listening audience on Radio Land.
I do, Tony, I do.
Well, when you came to me, you know, your credit was a little shaky. Your wife had good credit. We work on your credit, myself and Neil, and we get your credit up to par. And at the same time, because you are lagging or struggling or stifling yourself with those credit cards you had, about $36,000 worth of them, we consolidate your credit card debts, put them into one, make your mortgage payment or your monthly payment reduced by $611. So at the ending of each month, you are paying from your pocket $611 less. That's saving that goes in the palm of your hand. Remember I told you that?
Yes, Tony, you did.
Absolutely. What about the rate? Did the rate change on you?
No, Tony, nothing changed.
Nothing changed. So what?
Everything remained the same as you told me.
From the beginning of the transaction?
From the beginning. And as you said, my credit was a little bit shaky. And I respect Neil. Neil did a very good job for me, because once I thought nothing could be done.
Right, because Neil worked with me very close as my immediate credit doctor in my office. He has the intense knowledge of fixing your credit because we have the resources available. Thanks to him, as I said, we work as a team at First Republic to make it happen. And you now are a very happy customer. And yes, I know, for example, tomorrow will be a happy day for you, because if you're eligible to go and exercise your franchise, you will make it happen tomorrow also.
Yes, I will. I will recommend you to anybody, because you're a man of your word.
That is absolutely great, Mr. Brown. Wonderful to hear you say that.
Thank you. And you know what? I can only be a man of my word if I deliver the goods and services. And I have been delivering the goods and the service for over 26 years as a man in the community that have been serving community with loyalty and integrity over these years. And I cannot misrepresent, because I'll be defeating what I represent. And to have the reputation at First Republic Mortgage Bank stand tall without a blemish, we have to deliver what we represent to maintain the sanctity of a reputable lending institution like First Republic Mortgage Bank. So if you are listening, all my lovely listening audience, you are listening to myself, Mona, and our client out there, you know that First Republic Mortgage Bank cares for you. We always deliver when we make a representation, deliver what we represent, and there's no buts about that. We are a direct lender. So if you're thinking of purchasing, you're thinking of refinancing, now is the time to do both, because the market is very conducive for both purchasing and refinancing. More so if you're drowned in debt. It's a more than enough reason for you to call The consultation is absolutely free. I will utilize my time and exhaust my energy to show you literally how much you can save in a transaction because of my years in experience and also of my knowledge in this industry. Mr. Brown, thank you very much for sharing your success story on Link Up here, which is reaching out to many listening audience, thousands of people out there. And because you have done that, many people who are in the same financial difficulty as you can make the change in their lives.
And I thank you to Tony, and I thank your staff. Your staff is wonderful. We are very courteous set of people.
Well, that's a great thing, Mr. Brown, and I thank you from Link Up here for being on air with us this afternoon. And when you're ready, I know you'll once again tell your friends, or if you need to go back, you'll go to Mr. Tony Shafiq from First Republic Mortgage Bankers again if you need to. Thank you so much.
Without any hesitation.
All righty.
Thank you,
Mr.
enjoy
Brown.
the rest of your
Thank you
evening
very
and
much,
enjoy
Stu.
life
You're
in general
welcome.
to the end of time, man.
Okay, Tony, enjoy yourself, man.
Bless, man. Respect.
All righty. Thank you. There we have it, our true success for this afternoon, Mr. Brown. He sounds like a very upbeat man, got his transaction done, saving money in his pocket, courtesy of you, Mr. Tony Shafiq from First Republic
Absolutely.
Mortgage
My
Bankers.
job at First Republic Mortgage Bank is of manifold. But what pleases me from the bottom of my heart, when I can save my client out there big time cash, take away the stress and the burden that they are confronted with credit cards or debts in general.
Yes.
Whether it's a second mortgage, a first mortgage, an equity loan, what they have, multiple student loan, credit card debts overwhelming. All of this can be resolved and solved if with one phone call, if they take action immediately.
Yes.
Call us in the studio. We are all working towards one goal, serving the community with excellence and loyalty and saving them money.
Yes.
So if you call that magical number right now, 718-325-5555.
Actually, Tony, let me correct you. You guys are here. You've been away for a week. New number for you, Tony.
I'm sorry.
718-652-6200. New number for First Republic Mortgage Bankers.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much because I was away, far gone.
Yeah, well,
I just came back to work this morning.
I know, that's why I
And
missed
can you
you.
repeat that number where they can get me?
718-652-6200. New number because First Republic Mortgage Bankers is here.
Is in-house,
in this
right,
building.
absolutely.
718-652-6200, ladies and gentlemen. Make the phone call. Tony's here. He has help, so we can handle all the calls coming in right now.
Definitely.
First Republic Mortgage Bankers is a licensed mortgage banker, direct lender in New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, Pennsylvania, Florida, Delaware, Maryland, Georgia, South Carolina, headquartered at 110 Jericho Turnpike, Floral Park, New York.